Well, shit. There goes my Sunday again. Oh, you also got hit by that truck, didn't you? Hi, I'm Echo, and I think we've just been isekai'd into the Crystal Kingdom from Glover. Yeah, we definitely have. Glover was made by Interactive Studios and published by Hasbro in 1998, being released for Nintendo 64, Windows, PlayStation 1, and more recently, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Evercade, and Nintendo Switch. Anyway, let's get into this. So opening the game, I learnt my lesson from Breakout so I don't get deafened by the PS1 start sound, and then see Glover hit a mean-ass pose. Anyway, getting past all the branding, we watch this charming FMV intro, where we go into this wizard's tower with a glove recreating me before handing my friends their drinks. And we see this man, oh this man, as he farts across the room and have his gloves jump onto his hands as he pours the shaken liquid into his cauldron, with it exploding, sending Glover out the window, evil Glover into the cauldron, and this man into gold as the gems of the tower fly off, with Glover turning them into balls as they bounce into different worlds. And back in the tower, we see the cauldron explode as evil Glover becomes powerful. So welcome to the hub. So during the game, we go around collecting these cards to complete our deck and become the new delinquent duo and enter a Magic the Gathering tournament. But now after collecting some cards and accidentally casting Bowl Spell, I find a bowling ball. It's not meant to be a bowling ball. Plain bowl spell. Grabbing the bowl, Glover sticks to the back, pushing the ball along, and I make him dribble it. Anyways, I throw the ball at this child playing on the swings and collect all the cards in the hub, then go into a cave under the tower and see the bowl get stolen by the statue of the wizard, and it turns into a gem as the bowl gets placed and one of the worlds opens up for us to go in. As we enter this Greek architecture, we go into one of the 6 level hubs and I instantly run into the first level of Atlantis. Entering the first level, I see this dolphin shark thing strutting along and Glover beats him with his bowling ball as I start seeing each of the bowls by bowl spell. So to start we have the basic bowl. It's bouncy and doesn't hurt much if you throw it at someone. Next we have the aforementioned bowling ball, which its main use to kill enemies I drop later because I realize I can just slam on the enemies. Then we have the ball bearing, only used twice in my playthrough as it's magnetic. And finally we have the jewel. Don't ever use the jewel, it can only ever break and make you instantly lose a life. So after I collect all the cards in this level, I go over to Atlantis 2, Milo's Return, and repeat the process of collecting cards, but just like Clark in the Backrooms movie, I see a light coming out of a wall, but instead of following through like him, I break the wall down with my bowling ball and just find some cards instead of an AI looking replica of Glover. Moving on in the level, I get this Hercules potion that allows me to push this wall to exit the level. I don't have much to say about level 3 besides how happy you can make Glover look while walking on his ball. Entering the 4th and final level in this world, we see evil Glover put a fish on a crab and that crab on a whale. Then for some reason they want to kill us, so we beat the whale with the bowling ball and smash the crab with the fish. I don't think we're safe to keep following this guy. Like, how do we know he's not evil? Wait, let me see that. Oh, yeah, that other glove fell in the cauldron of pure evil. Returning to the hub, we take this bowl to the fountain before going to the amazing digital Carnival! You know, I thought this world would be fun right up until I spent 20 minutes in the first level because I was fighting the camera so much. To say the camera is AIDS would be a compliment. There are so many times I died because of it. There is one good thing about this level, however, and that's the 5 minutes of footage with me just gambling. In this next level, we call this charming little train along and go about our business until around the end of the level, and I thought I was about to experience a creepypasta. I don't know why this was so creepy in the moment. Quickly skipping over the next level because it made me feel my eyes move, we enter the boss fight. As the Jack-in-the-Box opens, we see Evil Glover pop out and hit this tiny clown, making it Pyrocynical's wet dream. So we hit these targets with the balls to explode and punch the clown before finishing him off with pianos! Oh god! So we repeat the process, taking our bowl to the cave and having it get taken before we go into this chest and find pirates. Entering the first level, I almost instantly jump in the water and begin tripping as colours change and the camera sways. And quickly skipping through this level, we move on to the most obvious next level for seafaring pirates. So, I feel like a lot of PS1 games just made stuff up as they went along. Moving through the tree, we collect cards and move up until this tree opens and the level ends as we enter it. So now instead of being on a tree, we are on another tree. But this time it's different, I swear. This time, we're next to the ocean. Yeah, not much happens here either. Okay, boss fight time. Let's see what Evil Glover has in store. Did this glove just turn a frog into a monkey? So in this boss fight, we get our bowl and throw it at the monkey swinging as the smaller monkey tries stealing our bowl. Anyway, we kill the swinging monkey, letting the smaller one live with the trauma of no longer being in their original body, and we return the bowl. So I hope you're all in the mood for a spook or a scare as we enter Fear. So I start Fear off on a good note by getting zapped, then go straight to the next level as Fear isn't all too interesting. Wait, I've still got signal here? Hello? Oh, Echo's running out of jokes in the writing booth? They're just gonna take us to the final boss? Wait, why don't they just take us out of Glover? They just hung up on me. Sophia's boss is interesting, being Frankenstein's monster, and you cannot damage him properly unless you zap him, which just stuns him. As you can't damage him, how do you beat him, I hear none of you ask? Well, it's turning this boss into a puzzle, where you need to push down these platforms to get a bowl to the other side of the arena, as old Paramount's public domain boy here is trying to kill us. Anyway, we do it and the monster falls into several pieces of pure shock, and we take the bowl back. So it's now that I feel like I should comment on the bonus levels that you unlock after defeating each boss. There isn't much to them. Atlantis is a race up, Carnival is a weird shooting gallery, Pirates is another race up, and Fear is Pac-Man but you're the bowl. Do we really want to follow this glove into a volcano? I mean, I'll turn into a nugget and... Why is it snowing inside a volcano? So welcome to Prehistoric, a land full of... giant bees? Getting past the bees and the dinosaurs at the end of the level, we find the lava and fight the camera more before moving to a jungle. This jungle sucks and is made worse by the camera, I think. Why is it cold again? My scarf and beanie already evaporated. So during this fight, we fight a fire-breathing dinosaur, and upon hitting it 3 times with snowballs, it explodes. Returning the bowl, we enter the last world and see Bouncer and friends heading home as we go up to space. Now before I talk about this world, I am just going to tell you to keep an eye on this little counter here, okay? This is the amount of lives I have left, so we're starting with 14 because that's how many I have left here. So during all the space levels, except the boss, we have anti-gravity, so this first level is done. So then we do this annoying race type level where you need to hit these switches before racing to the end after putting the bowl on the switch. And you may be wondering, why not just keep the bowl on the switch? Good question, you need the bowl to beat the levels. So this is where you need to keep an eye on the lives, because this is it at the start of the level, this is it at the end. Notice a difference? And if I lose all of them, I have to restart because this game has no passwords to get back to where you were if you lose all your lives. So we're finally here, the final boss, Evil Glover. And this boss uses every mechanic we've used up until now. So we get in the Glover mech and shoot bowls at his rockets and blow him up, which is surprisingly difficult as I reached my final life and final hit. So finishing off Evil Glover, we are instantly transported to the fountain, where the bowl gets taken one last time and the gems form together with the wizard returning and Glover riding his hat. As Evil Glover crashes into the hub and the wizard turns him good again, and everything is perfectly fine. So overall, Glover was a good time, and there was reportedly a sequel being made which sadly got cancelled alongside the N64 port of a game I might do at some point. So I thought that'd get us home, but it didn't, and I don't normally get isekai'd, so I think we should just take this rocket home. Anyways, make sure to drink some water and have a good one.